leave it to you.
Thanks very much, Catherine. I'm absolutely delighted to get the chance to speak on this, and I wanted to welcome all of the advocates and just remind them that today is one of their days, and we're here because of them and the work that they do, and nobody should make any mistake about that. It's because of the pressure that they as parents have put on standing up for their children. And also with the help of Senator Siri Carney, who guided us all and continues to guide us. I know she's my go-to whenever I have a surrogacy question. And can I say there's a strong Kilkenny contingent as well, just to balance out the Wicklow group in here, you know. So I really welcome this report. In the 7 years I've been here, this is one of the key things for me to have been involved in. It's one of the really good things. This is why we get involved in politics. We want to actually see legislation change for the positive, and we have the opportunity here now. 32 excellent recommendations. If there's any question marks over anything, we have a recommendation that will answer that question, Minister. You said that you are accepting or partially accepting 30 of the 32. I would like to know which 2 are not being accepted and which ones are partially being accepted. I appreciate you mightn't be able to answer that today, but I would say that for any of the question marks in relation to, you know, compensation or reasonable expenses, we have a recommendation. Recommendation 13 deals with that. The same for retrospection, which you will know, I raised this only last week with you. It's a key issue, and we need to see that move fast. And in fairness, last week you did confirm that was your intention, and that you didn't want to have to see people waiting for an agency. And again, I want to mention Brian and Kathy Egan, and Brian, I know, is here with us today, and they really have done us all such a service by telling their story, as all of the parents have, but I think their situation was particularly difficult. So I know there's some concerns around what countries, and everybody involved with this wants to see the highest standards. All of the parents, everybody sitting up in the gallery wants to see the highest standards. That's why we're all here. So we would like kind of a common sense approach, and that this would be looked at, you know, and not maybe too sort of restrictive around the countries, around reasonable expenses, and then around the court system for the retrospection. If it has to be the High Court, can we create a system whereby the payment is different, or there's an avenue that doesn't involve payment? You know, if it does have to be the High Court, or can it be a district court or circuit court? Can we look at that? Because I suppose being open-minded and actually listening to the experts and listening to the stakeholders and the parents is what has brought us this far, and we need to continue to do that. I also want to pay tribute to Deputy Jennifer Whitmore. I think she was just a fantastic chair, a really difficult task, 12 weeks. She kept us all in line. She listened to everybody's views. She was incredibly fair, and we owe her a huge debt of gratitude. I know other people want to speak, so I don't want to take up too much time, but just to say that in relation to this, it's great that we're having the debate, it's great that there's so many ministers, but we will continue to raise this, and we will continue to lobby the Health Committee for a slot to ensure that this passes through. And I think it's great that there's such cross-party support, and also just to say this doesn't always happen, that there's such cross-party support, so we need to kind of grab onto this and go forward with it. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Deputy.